$32 million for one car. That's more expensive than most people's houses, more than a private jet. You could buy 15 Lamborghinis for the same price. And yes, someone actually bought it. Today, we're counting down the top 10 most expensive cars you can actually buy in 2026. Not auction cars, not classics. These are brand new machines that real billionaires are purchasing right now. From multi-million-dollar Bugattis to bespoke Rolls-Royces that take years to build. Trust me, the prices are going to blow your mind. But before we dive into this world of ultra luxury, hit that subscribe button because we drop videos about the most exclusive cars on Earth every single week. All right, let's see what money really buys.
Starting our list at number 10, the Bugatti Tourbillon. Price $4.6 million, and this is the entry point to this list. The Tourbillon is Bugatti's replacement for the legendary Chiron, and they went bold. Instead of the iconic W16 engine, Bugatti developed an all-new naturally aspirated V16 with Cosworth. Yes, you heard that right, a V16. Add 3 electric motors to that mix, and you're looking at a combined 1,775 horsepower. But the real magic is in the details. The instrument cluster is inspired by Swiss luxury watches, actual mechanical gauges with no screens, designed to be timeless. The entire carbon fiber monocoque acts as a speaker for the sound system, and when you don't need the infotainment screen, it disappears completely into the dashboard to maintain that classic analog aesthetic. 0 to 60 in under 2 seconds, top speed of 276 miles per hour. This isn't just a hypercar, it's a piece of automotive art that happens to be insanely fast. Only 250 will be built, and every single one is already sold. At $4.6 million, the Tourbillon is where ultra-luxury meets cutting-edge performance.
At number 9, the Pagani Huayra Imola Roadster. Price $5.5 million. Pagani named this car after the legendary Imola circuit in Bologna, Italy, where they test every single vehicle they build. The Imola Roadster is track-focused fury with the roof chopped off. Under that flowing carbon fiber body sits a hand-built 6-liter twin-turbo AMG V12, producing 850 horsepower and 1,100 newton-meters of torque. That engine redlines at 8,700 RPM and sounds like nothing else on Earth, a symphony of 12 cylinders screaming through titanium exhaust pipes. The aerodynamics are insane. At high speeds, the Imola Roadster generates over 600 kilograms of downforce. That's more than the car's own weight pressing it into the ground. The multi-element rear wing, the shark fin stabilizer, the roof scoop, every surface is designed to keep this machine planted while delivering an open-air experience. Only 8 Imola Roadsters will ever be built, and they all sold out before Pagani even revealed the car publicly. Each one is handcrafted over months with exposed carbon fiber, custom leather, and details that make every example completely unique. At $5.5 million, the Imola Roadster is art you can drive at 200 miles per hour.
Number 8, the Bugatti Mistral. Price $5 million. And this is the last Bugatti to feature their legendary W16 engine in roadster form. The Mistral packs Bugatti's iconic 8-liter quad-turbocharged W16, making 1,578 horsepower and 1,180 pound-feet of torque. But here's what makes this special. It's an open-top hypercar that just became the fastest convertible in the world. In November 2024, test driver Andy Wallace piloted the Mistral to 282 miles per hour at the ATP test track with the roof off. Think about that. 282 miles per hour with wind in your face. That's faster than most closed-roof supercars. The design is stunning. Flowing bodywork inspired by the Bugatti Type 57 Roadster from the 1930s, combined with modern aerodynamics. Only 99 Mistrals will be built, each priced at $5 million. This is Bugatti saying goodbye to the W16 with the ultimate open-air experience.
At number 7, the Pagani Huayra Codalunga. Price $7.4 million. And this is where artistry meets engineering. Codalunga is Italian for long tail, and that's exactly what this car is. A Huayra stretched by 360 millimeters, inspired by the legendary endurance racers of the 1960s like the Porsche 917 and Ferrari 512. 2 Pagani collectors approached Horacio Pagani with this vision, and he spent 2 years turning it into reality. The result is stunning. That elongated tail creates a sweeping roofline that flows into a 3.7 square meter rear deck, acting as a passive diffuser. The exposed titanium exhaust system with white ceramic coating adds to the vintage racing aesthetic. Every panel is hand-formed carbon fiber. The neutral, semi-matte paint evokes nostalgia while remaining completely modern. Under that elegant body sits a reworked 6-liter twin-turbo V12, making 840 horsepower and 1,100 newton-meters of torque. Despite being longer than a standard Huayra, the Kota Longo weighs just 2,822 pounds, thanks to that lightweight titanium exhaust and extensive use of carbon fiber. Only 5 Kota Longas will ever exist. Each one was sold before Pagani even revealed the car to the public. At $7.4 million, this is automotive sculpture, a rolling piece of art that pays tribute to racing history while pushing modern engineering to its... At number 6, the Mercedes-Maybach Exalero. $1 million, and this car has a story unlike any other on this list. The Exalero was commissioned in 2004 by Fulda, a German subsidiary of Goodyear, to test their high-performance tires. They needed a car that could hit 350 kilometers per hour, 217 miles per hour, to stress test tire durability at extreme speeds. So Maybach built them a one-off monster. This thing is massive, 232 inches long, making it longer than most limousines. Under that intimidating hood sits a twin-turbo 5.9-liter V12, making 690 horsepower and 752 pound-feet of torque. The car weighs over 5,900 pounds, yet it still hits 60 miles per hour in 4.4 seconds. The Exalero has lived quite a life. It appeared in Jay-Z's Lost One music video, it was featured on the German TV show Cobra 11, the rapper Birdman reportedly owned it for a while. Now it sits in a private German collection, a one-of-one automotive oddity that cost $8 million to create. The Maybach Exalero is proof that sometimes the most expensive cars aren't built for customers, they're built to solve problems. In this case, the problem was testing tires at insane speeds. The solution? An $8 million land yacht.
Number 5. The Bugatti Cento 10. Price $9 million. And this car is a tribute to one of the most important Bugattis ever made. Cento 10 is Italian for 110, celebrating both Bugatti's 110th birthday and paying homage to the iconic EB110 from the 1990s. The Cento 10 takes design cues from that legendary supercar, the wedge shape, the horseshoe grille, those distinctive side intakes. Under that retro-inspired body sits Bugatti's modern masterpiece, the quad-turbo 8.0-liter W16, making 1,600 horsepower and 1,180 pound-feet of torque. That's more power than the Chiron. 0 to 60, 2.4 seconds. Top speed is electronically limited to 236 miles per hour, but that's for tire safety, not lack of power. Only 10 Cento 10s will ever be built. All 10 sold out within hours of the announcement at the 2019 Pebble Beach Concours d'Elegance. Each one is hand-assembled in Molsheim, France, taking months to complete. The attention to detail is obsessive, from the LED light bar milled from solid aluminum to the exposed carbon fiber panels. At $9 million, the Cento 10 is Bugatti's way of honoring its past while showcasing its present dominance. Its heritage meets hypercar performance in the most exclusive package imaginable.
At number 4, we're entering true one-of-one territory, the Rolls-Royce Sweptail. Price, $12.8 million. The Sweptail was commissioned by an extremely wealthy client who wanted a one-off Rolls-Royce inspired by coach building from the 1920s and 1930s, combined with the elegance of luxury yachts. Rolls-Royce spent 4 years hand-building this masterpiece. The result is stunning. That flowing roofline tapers into a swept tail, hence the name. The largest grille ever fitted to a Rolls-Royce dominates the front. An uninterrupted glass roof floods the cabin with natural light. Inside, it's minimalist luxury. Polished Macassar ebony, open-pore Peldau wood, moccasin, and dark spice leathers.
The Sweptail is powered by a 6.75-liter V12, making 453 horsepower. Modest by hypercar standards, but that's not the point. This isn't about speed. This is about presence, about arriving at an event in a car that literally nobody else on Earth owns. When the Sweptail debuted at the 2017 Concorso d'Eleganza Villa d'Este in Italy, it was the most expensive new car ever sold. At $12.8 million, it represented the pinnacle of automotive luxury, a car built for one person, reflecting their exact taste and vision. The Sweptail proved that Rolls-Royce's coach-building tradition wasn't dead. It was just waiting for the right client with deep enough pockets.
All right, we're in the top 3 now. At number 3, the Pagani Zonda HP Barchetta. Price $17.6 million. This car is special for one reason. Horacio Pagani built it for himself. Barchetta is Italian for little boat, and that's exactly what this looks like, a carbon fiber speedboat with wheels. The HP Barchetta is based on the Zonda, Pagani's first car from decades ago. But this isn't a museum piece, it's wild. No windshield, partially covered rear wheels, a body made entirely of blue-tinted carbon fiber. It stands just 21 inches tall at its lowest point. Under that dramatic body sits a 7.3-liter naturally aspirated AMG V12 making 789 horsepower. And here's the best part. It's mated to a 6-speed manual transmission. In 2026, with all these dual-clutch automatics and paddle shifters, Pagani said no, we want 3 pedals and a stick. Only 3 HP Barchettas exist. One belongs to Horacio Pagani himself. The other 2 went to collectors who convinced him to build additional examples. One of those 3 was reportedly crashed, making the remaining cars even more valuable. At $17.6 million, the Zonda HP Barchetta is the most expensive car you can't buy because they're all spoken for. It's Horacio Pagani's personal vision of the perfect driving machine. Raw, visceral, and absolutely priceless. So if $17.6 million is only number 3, what could possibly cost more? Oh, you're about to find out.
At number 2, the Bugatti La Voiture Noire. Price $18.9 million. La Voiture Noire, French for the black car. Sometimes the simplest names are the most powerful. This one-off Bugatti is a tribute to one of the greatest automotive mysteries of all time, Jean Bugatti's personal Type 57 SC Atlantic, an all-black example that disappeared during World War II and has never been found. The La Voiture Noire's body is hand-sculpted carbon fiber with a glossy black paint job so deep it looks like you could fall into it. No fake vents, no unnecessary wings. Just pure, flowing lines that create a silhouette unlike anything else on the road. The 6 exhaust tips, the illuminated Bugatti badge in the rear, the seamless LED light bar. Every detail is perfection. Under that artwork sits Bugatti's quad-turbo 8.0-liter W16, making 1,500 horsepower and 1,180 pound-feet of torque. 0 to 60 in 2.4 seconds. Top speed of 261 miles per hour. This isn't just a show car, it's a weapon. The buyer remains anonymous to this day. $18.9 million for a car that took hundreds of hours to hand build. La Voiture Noire premiered at the 2019 Geneva Motor Show and instantly became legendary, proof that Bugatti can blend art and speed in a way no other manufacturer can match. So if that masterpiece is only number 2, what could possibly take the crown? The answer is going to shock you.
The most expensive car you can buy in 2026 is the Rolls-Royce La Rose Noire Droptail. Price $32 million. $32 million. That's more than most people will earn in their entire lives. You could buy a fleet of Ferraris, a mansion, a private island, but someone chose to spend it on this car. La Rose Noire, French for the Black Rose, is the 3rd car from Rolls-Royce's exclusive coach build program. It was inspired by the black Baccarat Rose, known for its intense, velvet-like appearance, and Rolls-Royce took that inspiration to obsessive levels. The interior features 1,603 pieces of hand-cut black sycamore wood veneer, arranged in a parquetry pattern that looks like falling rose petals.
This took craftspeople 9 months to create, working in 1-hour sessions for no more than 5 hours per day because the concentration required was so intense. The exterior paint is called True Love, a bespoke color that changes appearance depending on the lighting, mimicking how rose petals shift in different light. Rolls-Royce went through 150 iterations to get it perfect. The removable hardtop is made entirely of carbon fiber and requires special equipment to install. And there's a bespoke Audemars Piguet timepiece built specifically for this car. Under that elegant body sits a 6.75-liter twin-turbo V12, making 593 horsepower. But power isn't the point here. This is about presence, about owning something that 4 billion people on Earth could never afford, about having Rolls-Royce's finest craftspeople spend years creating your vision. Only 4 drop-tails will ever be built as part of the coach build program. Each one is completely unique, built to the exact specifications of ultra-wealthy clients. The Le Rose Noir is the first. The other 3 will cost even more. At $32 million, the Rolls-Royce Le Rose Noir Droptail represents the absolute pinnacle of automotive luxury. It's not the fastest, it's not the most powerful, but it is the most expensive, the most exclusive, and the most meticulously crafted car money can buy. This is what wealth looks like at its highest level, the ultimate status symbol, the crown jewel of automotive achievement.